Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and welcome to a reading on the 10th. So today is kind of the trickiest day out of the week. We've got a square between the moon and Pluto, and remember, Pluto is Pluto. Pluto is the underworld. Pluto likes to shake things up, revolutionize things in so many beautiful ways, and these two are squaring off. So there is some emotional aspects. The biggest thing about today is don't ever let anyone steal your thunder. No matter the challenges, these are lessons to prevail over. You're in the driver's seat. You're the leader in creating your masterpiece and in sharing your love leadership. So before we get into it, I just want to also say thank you guys to all of our newcomers, all of our supporters, every which way that you love this channel, support this channel, lift each other up, and to wish each other happy birthdays. Oh my goodness, you guys, seriously, the supportive environment that we have in the Honey Sea Star family truly makes me melt, and I love each and every one of you back. So to get us started, like I was saying, we've got the moon in Taurus, and just to ease your mind, this is the most challenging day of the week. Every other day of the week this week, it's like all four outer planets are aligning in harmony. This one is just going to remind you of your empowerment, basically, what you need to make room for. And so the moon is in Taurus. That's all about home, health, family, stability, comforts. And the moon happens to be in our 9th house. That's our house of expansion, higher beliefs, and also long distance travel. So if you're moving, if you're planning a trip, if you're some which way or another, there's going to be movement basically in the day, energetically, physically, emotionally. This is going to basically offer you, bring emotional security with the moon being in our 9th house and also in Taurus. So it offers stability, grounding. If you feel challenged today, get out into nature. Connect with the harmony of the universe, especially during our harvest season. And remember, no matter what challenges you face, trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. And this is where this test, this square between the moon and Pluto, is going to remind you of your empowerment, of just how strong you are and how beautiful you are. Now, like I was saying, Pluto, let's get into it. So Pluto is in Aquarius, currently in retrograde, in our 6th house. Remember, our 6th house is our house of work, lifestyle, daily routines. And when Pluto's in Aquarius, it's all about innovation. It's tearing down at a macro level collective beliefs, structures, social systems that are not truly serving us at a collective level or for the collective good. Instead, it's focused on like all the things that basically we've been fed that aren't necessarily serving to everyone, but instead serving to the 1%. When Pluto is in retrograde in our 6th house, check out that read if you haven't seen it, because I did a specific read on Aquarius. Pluto's Aquarius retrograde, I swear I can talk. But this is where really it's helping us find and channel our inner spiritual warrior, rising above it all, tearing down preconditioned beliefs, limited beliefs that have no longer served us, especially as they pertain to our work, how we serve others, to remember that we get to choose, right? We're, like as Virgos, we're I can't talk, I swear, the healers and the teachers of the zodiac. And so in a lot of ways, if we've been preconditioned to believe that we're to be for service as opposed to of service, this is where Pluto is helping us truly define what it means to be successful in this life, what it means to be of service, and remind us that we get to choose every which aspect that we involve and invest our energy into. And right away with the Ace of Wands, especially after that 9-9 portal, oh my goodness, side tangent, I hope you guys had a wonderful 9-9 portal, because that was all about completions in the year of 9, closing out all of the lessons that we've learned in the last 9-year cycle, releasing all those limited beliefs, what no longer serves you, the lessons that you've already passed, so that we can head towards our ascension with our North Node into our new beginnings. So this is about vitality, passion, opportunities, and our inner strength. This is going after your personal career development in a beautiful way with taking new action towards new ventures. And it's standing in your personal power. And remember, this is grounded 10 toes down with Virgo energy here. It's igniting that inner fire with that Leo energy, and it's loving leadership when it comes to your compassion with that Cancerian energy. So with this square between Pluto and the moon, in our 6th house and in our 9th house, and I hope you see the numerology in there as well, because 6, it's our house of work. Is it any wonder that 6 numerologically represents harmony in such a beautiful way? And then our 9th house, that's completions, that's higher beliefs, rising above the challenge, surpassing the challenges of lessons. This square between the two of them, because it's got a lot to do about your emotional security, right? Your higher beliefs, your expansion, and then also grounding that into the day-to-day. Grounding it, oh my gosh, into your new, your new beginning. These cards are just speaking to me like nobody. So this is a time between the two where you may feel emotional power struggles at work that challenge your core beliefs, your stability, and through this challenge, it's not meant to tear you down, but these power plays between coworkers, colleagues, authority figures, especially with Pluto, this is where it's meant to really accelerate or provide an intense overhaul or inspiration for an intense overhaul of your work, of your daily habits, and truly remembering the power that you hold and where you're giving too much and where you need to resurface that energy, re-establish that energy within towards yourself in a lot of ways as well. So if you've been burning the candle at both ends, this is really looking at, okay, why am I draining the bucket? Where am I draining the bucket? Where is too much being pulled from me? Especially too on the internal side. It's helping us with confront any suppressed emotions related to work, health, and more importantly, embrace the change with the mindset that making one small beneficial change at a time leads us to true success, leads us to our masterpiece, our perfection, because perfection is truly about seeing efficiency in driven results. So this is where it's like it's important to not let anyone steal your thunder, and remember, you hold the power as the creator in your life. Don't give that power away for a minute to anyone. This is standing in your spirituality with your with the Page of Wands, with your peace, being enthusiastic about your new adventure, standing in your confidence as well, especially if anyone challenges you on your movement. But what I also see in this is beautiful. There's good news coming in for you. There's a new project, a new plan. There's a message coming in today. And it revolves around your vision, but it also requires you to take action in the Fool's Shoes journey. And I love that the Fool came out here as well. So, and double confirmation. I mean, look at this. We've got Virgo energy being grounded, Taurian, Leo energy here with that divine fire, and then also the love leadership with that Cancerian energy, back-to-back confirmation. This is gorgeous too, because it's like, oh my goodness, then you've got Virgo and that Leo energy as well still. This is, standing in this, the Page of Wands, first it's like you're taking action on a new beginning. You're charging toward it being spiritually aligned. With the King of Pentacles right after that, this is about slow and steady, focusing on your enterprising with manifesting your financial stability. This is financial management. It's an emphasis on security and material success. It's about providing for yourself, being dependable in business, in industrialization when it comes to utilizing your resources, in enterprising when it comes to your social networks as well. This is pragmatic planning in such a beautiful way. And as you can see, it's all fire and earth energy with the elements. This is gorgeous because fire is really required. It's beautiful. What reminds me of it is really a prairie burn. So with a prairie burn, it can, if you don't know what you're doing when you're harnessing the elements, it can seem very powerful, almost overwhelming. And yes, there are risks about it. You've got to pay attention to the wind. You've got to pay attention to what's feeding the fire, where it's going. You've got to utilize the earth to truly do backburns so that you, if anything does get out of control, you're controlling those boundaries with respect. right? And it leads to that stable foundation. And when you see a prairie burn done right with the proper planning, utilizing opportunity, like for instance, if you do it in the morning before the winds catch up, you're ahead of the game. Once the sun rises, it creates this power play of climatical changes that can increase the winds, especially if you live in a place with high and low elevations. That was one of my favorite parts about living in a valley, is like it's always calm at night once the cold air settles down below. Once that sun rises, it pushes all that cold air and creates its own microclimate of wind. So the wind increases during the day, and then once again it settles at night. Now, if you do prairie burns like in the evening, absolutely gorgeous, because then you get that cold air settling in. You get the dampness from the dew. And so if there's any smoldering there that's kind of long lingering, it has the ability, you have the ability to work with the elements, leverage the water and the moisture to truly extinguish anything that basically was unfinished business. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below, share your thoughts in the comments below, because that's what I'm seeing here when it comes to your dreams, what you're building in your masterpiece, taking that fool's shoes leap in your new journey, especially into this next year with the 2026, the big reset. This has a lot to do as well with Uranus. And remember, Uranus just went retrograde. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. But Uranus is retrograde, is in our 10th house, or is going to start in our 10th house rather, in Gemini. This is about revolutionizing all the changes that you've been thinking about doing, thinking about building when it comes to your career, your honors, your achievements, how you invest your time and your energy and your finances in what you want to do when it comes to building your legacy. And this whole summer, all these retrogrades have been repositioning you out with the old, in with the new, in a prolific way that aligns you to your authentic, most highest timeline in such a beautiful masterpiece. This summer is all a precursor for that, and this is the journey. Your full shoes. We're starting over with that zero in a lot of ways on the next 9-year cycle. This is taking all the wisdom, especially with that 999 portal that we just had yesterday, and looking at all the wisdom you've gained, how much you've learned along the way, and not letting anyone steal your thunder, not letting anyone clap any thunder at you and actually get underneath your wings, but instead look at what you're doing and keep your focus on the prize of your new start by tapping into your unlimited potential, unlimited wisdom. And this has a lot to do with your pentacles. I tell you what, this is your material success, your legacy, lasting wealth. And remember, Saturn right now, especially with his retrograde, going back into Pisces, choosing the right partnerships that are meant for you. And that goes in relationships, business partnerships, your contracts, your commitments. Truly looking at what's aligned for you through win-win solutions, not what's trying to take away from you or tear you down or cause you to dim your light. This is creating a stable family life, and also a stability in your financial security, especially with that Taurian moon. It's something that's from within in your manifestations, because you're literally feeling it real, feeling all the details. That's what we do best with Virgo, right? We organize, we analyze, we truly look at and witness what needs to be refined and allow that room for change. This has a lot to do with business partnerships, a lot to do with your foundation, and a lot to do with your family in a lot of ways as well. But it's manifesting at the pinnacle of success through that root chakra, and that's truly about being inspiration walking each and every day in each small beneficial change. Approaching everything with that mindset, rather than looking at everything all at once and focusing on the details that aren't working. Remember, trust yourself always. Your soul knows the way to go, and your soul signed up for the lessons that are meant to teach you that empowerment. So this really has a lot to do with standing your ground. So with the Seven of Wands, like I say, there may be power plays today. There may be challenges that come your way. Challenge your beliefs, challenge your stability. They're leading you and inspiring you to do an intense accelerated overhaul on letting go and releasing what's not working or what needs to be refined, how to work smarter, not harder when it comes to your work, how to take care and really honor your temple with your daily habits, especially when it comes to work-life balance. Has a lot to do with health. So if you've been, even at the smallest level, so if you've been tempted, especially with birthday month, I'm there with you. So if you've been tempted with the spoiling aspects, having birthday cake for breakfast, for instance. Yes, I did, and I don't deny it. I don't just have a birthday day. I have a birthday week and a birthday season and a birthday month. Why not? We all deserve it, right? So if you've been tempted with things like that, it's truly looking at, okay, that's great. Yes, one day having birthday cake for breakfast sounds fabulous. Doing it every day, is that amount of sugar really great for your body? Is that what your body needs? Paying attention to those types of things in each and every step, every beneficial change allows you to truly care for yourself, care for your family, care for your outer world, your greatest masterpiece, in a way that allows you to truly have tenacity and moxie behind your movement and stability for your long-lasting legacy. This has a lot to do with Mars. So remember, Mars is about recognizing our worth, our value, cherishing what you truly value the most and holding that dear. It's in our second house right now, in Libra. So it's about harmony, balance, self-worth. Has a lot to do with income, salary, and knowing that you're your biggest asset in life. Don't let anyone else try and tell you or talk you into selling yourself for less than half of what you're worth. This is what Mars and Libra is teaching us during this time. And remember, we've also had that great prism going on. There is a prism that's going to be with us, long-lasting results. Saturn is karma, building our legacy, building structure, building power and empowerment, stability in the relationships that are long-lasting, that will carry through with us in this next 9-year cycle. All of this is where it's like, do not dim your light. And remember, you're standing in a favorable position. The only reason why your light's going to dim, the only reason why your solar plexus will get lost or blocked is because someone else is, you're allowing someone else, rather I should say, to try and dim your light and tell you that you're not enough. When really the solar plexus is all about knowing who you are, why you're here, and more importantly, knowing that you're strong, you're capable. You always have been enough, just for being here, just for being you. And if that resonates, like I say, by all means, like, share, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments below, because we are moving to a 12. And remember, the 12 reduces to a 3. That's all about your communication. Uranus and Gemini, 10th house, just saying. But communicating your creativity, and especially with Mercury in our home, in our first house, in Virgo, Mercury is doing the best for you right now, working its hardest for you in such a beautiful way. And spoiler alert, we're coming into Mercury's Cazimi here this weekend on the 13th. Stay tuned, because I'm excited to do that reading. Like, no, I can't even tell you. I get goosebumps. This is coming into a synthesis as well as a dynamic balance with your expression, your needs, your wants, your desires, but most importantly, your direction, especially with that third eye. This is listening to your intuition. Also, too, embracing Neptune. And remember, Neptune right now, that's our planet of dreams in so many gorgeous ways. So Neptune, during its retrograde, which currently still is in Aries, will be moving next to Saturn as well. Come October, I want to say it is. I did a separate read on Neptune's retrograde, so check that out if you haven't seen it. But Neptune is all about realigning us to our dream life, making our dream life our reality in the here and now. This is knowing that to do that, we have to make room. Right? We have to make room for the spiritual growth. We have to rise above the challenges. We have to submit our energies to our highest ascension, but more importantly, not be dragged down by giving too much trust to others that only want to take away our power, but instead standing, embracing, embodying that inner light that makes us resilient, that makes us unshakable. This is where that new perspective, especially when it comes to the lower expressions of our Virgo being our south node, lunar south node, I should say, in Virgo, That's where it's like if you've been struggling with analysis paralysis, if you've been struggling with ideas and ideals of perfectionism, especially with the changes, all the transformation that's been going on this summer, this is where, if your trust has been tested, you're looking at things with a new perspective on how I can work smarter, not harder, to reach my 10 of Pentacles, especially when it comes to building my legacy, especially when it comes to building my stability, my emotional grounding, my core beliefs, my faith, and most importantly, my innovation, my spiritual warrior, my definition of success in such a beautiful way. And it all starts with embracing the mindset that success is truly making one small beneficial change at a time. This is gorgeous because, again, it's like root chakra all the way. This is knowing that you are in the here and now, allowing yourself to truly cherish the present, but that you're also solid, stable, secure in all parts of who you are, why you're here, and remaining unshakable even through the tests. And if that resonates, by all means, sorry, I've got a shift here. My leg fell asleep. Oh my gosh, don't you hate it when that happens? But it's remaining unshakable, no matter the tests that come at you, no matter the challenges that come at you, and truly going after what's fair, the harmony, the balance that you need and want and desire in life and in your dreams with that Piscean energy. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Because this is a day, like I say, I promise, after today, the planets are all moving into sextiles and trines and conjunctions. And so astrologically, when you think about it, sextiles are cooperative. Trines are harmony. Conjunctions are amplifications. This is spotlighting energy in all the ways that all these 4 outer planets this week, check out the weekly video if you haven't seen it yet, are working together, but they're aligning and working together for you, especially in this week. And this is the day that's truly reminding you, oh my goodness, thank you, of your empowerment, of just how strong you are. So especially with the sun kind of coming out 50-50, let's talk about this. So the biggest challenges that I see that you may be faced with today is where you're getting in your own way, right? If there's been over enthusiasm, or if you've been manifesting failure, especially with focusing on South Node expressions, the lower expressions of Virgo, right? Where you've been sabotaging, where you've been negative, or trapped in the ego of focusing on what won't work, what hasn't worked, what isn't going well, versus where it has gone well. Especially with the 19, this reduces as well to the 10. Next year, our big reset, our new beginnings, our success, our good fortune, our health, our positivity. So now is truly to look at what chakras are blocked, where the challenges have been, where you've gotten in your own way, and release. Remember, when it comes, oh my gosh, look at what flew out. This is gorgeous. When it comes to going towards your success, when it comes to your vibrations, it all depends on you. Your inner world and your perspective is what manifests in your outer world. So as you dream, especially as you set your intentions, your affirmations during the 999 portal, after you manifest, the hardest step, and check out the short video that I did on breaking down the manifestation steps, the hardest step in a lot of ways that causes blockages is releasing it. All your wishes, all your hopes, all your dreams, all your intentions, your affirmations to the universe, because the universe is frequency, it's vibration. So when your heart is aligned to receive, when you release all of that and be open to receiving what the universe orchestrates, the universe mirrors and matches the frequency of your electromagnetic field that your heart is aligned to. So this is also the time to remind yourself that if you've been looking and focusing too much on time, remember, time is not linear. Divine timing is magical. Whatever your ego dreams, the universe promises to always deliver far more than your expectations. And that goes into those lower expressions of the Virgo and the South Node lunar traits, right? If your expectations have been stuck in overcritical aspects or attention, tearing yourself down, tearing others down, overly critical of the situation, circumstances, events that have happened not as you want them, or have happened that are not as you want them, but instead have come in, look at what it's trying to teach you. That's where the universe is delivering far more than you can ever imagine. And it's beautiful. It's meant to help you become stronger. And that's what this square is all about, reminding you what success truly looks like, how strong and empowered you are, how much moxie, how much resilience you have in your emotional security when you hold your light rather than give it away to others, especially to those who don't deserve it. So the Chariot also kind of fell out 50-50 here. And remember, the Chariot, this is all about movement, but it's all about that 7, that spiritual faith, that spiritual strength within each and every one of us. On the downswing, this is where it's like you may be feeling defeat, right? Or if feelings of being defeated, if things haven't worked out the way that you've truly anticipated or the way that you've planned, recognize where that's hindering you, getting stuck in those negative emotions. Also, too, if fear has been making you dim your light or step back or hesitate, if obstacles or accidents have told you, or you've told yourself that due to things not going as planned, oh, nothing's going to work out. This is where truly you have to remember you're in the rein, or you're in the driver's seat. You're holding the reins of your movement. Focus your energies on aligning, on receiving the change that you want to see. And remember, when you do when you focus your vibration, remember there's a lag time. Energy is always movement, right? There's a 20 to 30 day lag time with all of your emotions, all of your vibration, all of your frequency. So remember, each and every day, what I always think of is it takes 28 days to change a habit, right? There's a reason for that. It's your electromagnetic field and the movement of your electromagnetic field that surrounds you. It takes 20 to 30 days to really embody the frequency and have that frequency elevate and continuously flow at that high vibration around you so that you can see and experience the success that you're wanting. It's not just one wish. It's each and every day. Every small change towards beneficial change, beneficial movement makes a difference. This is where you're standing. If you focus your energies on your ambition, the change that's coming in, the willpower to succeed towards your 10 of Pentacles, towards your 10 of Cups, towards your Ace of Cups. Focus your movement, your energetical movement on those elevated aspects and really focusing on achieving that inner balance with what's coming at you. This is where Spirit is really affirming to you, change is meant for you, change is coming. But your new opportunities, your positive energies are what's manifesting it. Be cognizant about where you're dimming your light and trust yourself always with where you're going. And if that resonates, like I say, by all means, put a heart in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe so that we can elevate this message for any Virgo, every Virgo that needs to hear it. Because celebration is in order for you. Spoiler alert too, there could be some new relationships coming in. And I know, check out the weekly read, but I know that's true to be true as well, astrologically speaking, with this week. There's new relationships, new partnerships, especially as Saturn is now moved into Pisces in our 7th house. Partnerships, relationships, commitments, contracts that are coming in that are truly aligned with you, meant for you, to drive you to success, to achieve joy, to achieve love, and it's fertile ground. The seeds you sow will create fast movement with the 8 of Staffs here as well. Expect things to move rapidly when you're aligned to receive. This is fast progress, quick growth, excitement. And remember, everything this summer, all the transformations, all the work you've done with our lunar south node being in Virgo are meant as a preview, a precursor of where you want to go, your dream life, in 2026. And if that resonates, like I say, by all means, put a heart in the comments below because I am so excited for this next year. especially with this solar eclipse season. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the Virgo season reading or the September monthly reading, we have a second new moon in Virgo at the end of the month coming up. It's a double dose of new beginnings. The full moon lunar eclipse, conjunct with our north node, was helping us release anything that was holding us back. The 9-9 portal is bringing everything from the last 9 years and lessons into a close so it can carry all that wisdom for us and forward, so that when we have this second new moon in Virgo at the end of September, all the new beginnings that we experience with this second new moon are long lasting. New home, new family, new commitments in so many great ways. Spoiler alert, I'm just saying, if you haven't seen those more longer readings on Virgo season or in the monthly read of September, check those out. I'm excited to I'll do a separate read as well on that second new moon, diving into a depth of it and how we can really work with the energy. But all of the new beginnings are truly meant to be long lasting. They're legacy worthy. They are truly meant to bring you into this reset, the year of the Big 10, 2026, in a way that writes your new chapter. It's prolific, it's beautiful, it's positive, and it's your choice. So with this, with the spirit animal totem of personal choice, I love it when I get this card because it just reminds you again, same thing as today with the square between the moon and Pluto, that the power is within you. You create your reality. Use the energies. Don't let them ever use you. Don't ever give your power away or dim your light or put it in the trust of others before you hold it in the trust with yourself. Close your eyes, and what animal do you imagine? Now is the day to really see them for the strengths that they're known for and to embody the wisdom that they share, that they give you. Embrace those qualities. Don't know why I said that weird. Qualities. There we go. And avoid the power plays. Remember, don't let anyone take your life away, take your light away, your core beliefs, your stability. There's an acceleration in the overhaul, in the transformation that you're doing right now, especially when it comes to work, health, your mindset, your vibrational frequency, the choice in what you embody, what you create in your life, in your world, is yours. And if that resonates, like I say, by all means, share your thoughts in the comments below. Put a heart in the comments below. But before we go, I just also want to say, oh my goodness, welcome. I think I said it at the beginning, but just in case I didn't, welcome to all of our new Honey Sea Stars. Welcome to the family. Seriously, it is so good to have each and every one of you here. It feels so, you guys make me melt to see all of your support, all of your love, feel all of your love. You give me goosebumps, and I am so grateful to have you here. So thank you guys for being here and along in this journey with me. So what we pulled with our music therapy, and I cannot stress it enough, meditation, even 10 minutes a day, can rewire and realign your heart-brain coherency, your heart-brain-earth harmony when it comes to your electromagnetic field and your frequency. And remember, your frequency is what you frequently see, just as a different way of looking at it. So what we pulled here for music improv, because truly music, frequency, color, vibration is what the universe speaks, is the language of the universe. Everyone understands and responds to it. Plants, animals, even rocks, because they're minerals, right? Quartz are crystals, you know? They all amplify and respond. We all amplify and respond, even water, because water holds that memory. So if you do music improv during your meditation, what we pulled is G sharp and E, and then color therapy for the vibration of colors. We've got indigo, and I know I'm talking to a lot of indigo star seeds here. And we also have yellow. That's the power, the solar power of Soul's Temple. And look at this. I mean, if you're experiencing any blockages, this is about aligning to your higher frequencies of your third eye and your crown chakra. So remember, that's following your intuition, allowing yourself to hold your vision for the future without any attachment, and allow yourself to dream. as big as the universe, to walk forward with both eyes, or I should say all three eyes open, and step into the Fool's shoes so that you can live a more inspired life, but also recognize that you are connected. We all are connected to the universe and the energy of the universe. We're all connected together. And so I truly hope that this reading helps. I am sending you guys so much love and light. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next reading.